Let's compare the military forces of Vietnam and Australia. Australia is larger than Vietnam. Canberra is the capital of Australia and Hanoi is the capital of Vietnam. Vietnam is populous than Australia. Australian dollar is the currency of Australia and Vietnamese dong is the currency of Vietnam. GDP expectation of Australia is higher than Vietnam in 2022. What are the military forces of these two countries? Australia is more powerful than Vietnam when military power is compared in 2022. Australian allocation of defence budget is higher than Vietnam in 2022. Vietnam has more active personnel than Australia. Vietnam has no reserve military force. Australia has no paramilitary force. Vietnam has more total personnel than Australia. Let's compare the land forces of Australia and Vietnam. Vietnam has more tanks than Australia. And armored vehicles too. Australia has no self-propelled artilleries. Vietnam has more towed artilleries than Australia. Australia has no rocket projectors. Both countries does not process nuclear weapons. Let's compare the air forces of Vietnam and Australia. Australia is more powerful than Vietnam when total aircraft strength is compared in 2022. Vietnam has more fighters than Australia. Vietnam has no dedicated attacks. Australia has more transports than Vietnam. And trainers too. Australia has more special mission aircrafts than Vietnam. Vietnam has no tanker fleets but Australia has 6. Australia has more helicopters than Vietnam. Vietnam has no attack helicopters. Australia has more airports than Vietnam. Let's compare the naval forces of Australia and Vietnam. Vietnam is more powerful than Australia when total naval assets are compared. Both countries don't have aircraft carriers. Vietnam has no but Australia has 2 helicopter carriers. Vietnam has no destroyers but Australia has 3. Vietnam has more frigates than Australia. Australia has no corvettes. Both countries have 6 submarines. Vietnam has more patrol vessels than Australia. Vietnam has more mine warfares than Australia. Australia has more ports than Vietnam.